Meet the next Candace Owens, Carmen Jaci, who has been ruffling a lot of feathers over on TikTok. And if you just watch, well, any of her videos, I think you'll understand why.
We don't have a race problem in this country. We have a problem race. And this has nothing to do with skin color. This has something to do with the behavior that is coming from a certain group of people, Black people, that is not okay. Let me be the one to break it to you. They're calling you the N-word and they're treating you like the N-word because you're acting like the N-word, okay? This is how you're acting, and even your own ancestor would be repulsed by your behavior.
When I first saw one of her videos that somebody had uploaded to Twitter, I thought, this girl's making a lot of sense and pretty brave, but after I checked out her channel, I realized that she has an even higher degree of Black fatigue than me.
Black fatigue is definitely a real thing, and it is so much deeper than just dysfunction. People are tired of being blamed for the dysfunction that is coming out of the Black community, and they're tired of the cult-like behavior. And people are tired of going out into the world to pay their money for different things for it to be ruined by some ratchet, ghetto, disgusting behavior.
As you can imagine, a lot of twits over on TikTok are not very happy with her and posting these response videos showing their Black fragility.
You're a handkerchief head Negro. You are the worst of the worst person there is. You are bargain basement Candace Owens. You tap dancing for white approval. Get on somewhere.
Actually, sir, she's holding up a mirror to the Black community and encouraging a much-needed conversation, one that Chris Rock tried to start back in the late 1990s, making this point.
It's Black people, there's and have got to go.
Yo, you need to cut it out, because you don't care about Black people at all. You're lying, 100%. You care about bashing Black people, right? And you're doing it for a certain demographic.
Yeah, she's doing it for you. She's trying to help you, moron.
That you're trying to impress. But you helping Black people, you don't care about that. You don't care about educating Black people. You don't care about it. You're a liar. And I wasn't going to make the video because it's certain points in there, kind of accurate. Your delivery is
kind of accurate.
Terrible. Let me say that.
Actually, sir, her delivery is fantastic. As much as I love Candace Owens, she can be a little high-strung at times and has kind of a hard edge to her. But Carmen Jaci is like this nice, sweet girl. You can obviously see that she's quite concerned and has compassion about her community, is very upset about what happened to mainstream Black culture.
Carmelo Anthony killed someone, guys. And it wasn't because of white supremacy. It was because of Black culture. It's because of the murder music we listen to, the lack of accountability that is coming out of the Black community, the lack of leadership that is coming out of the Black community. I'm telling you right now that the world and the country is getting tired of the dysfunction that is coming out of the Black community.
Oh, don't you know it? Our Black fatigue has turned into exhaustion. And this woman is very brave to be putting herself out there like this with this kind of a message. And I don't spend a lot of time on TikTok. I'm obviously more of a YouTube guy myself. And she has a YouTube channel where she posts some long-form content as well as her brief little rants. The bad news is she doesn't even have 1,000 subscribers. So let's give her a little boost, shall we? You know I have an eye for talent, and it saddens me when the algorithm is keeping a good man or woman down. So I left a link to her YouTube channel and her TikTok account down in the description below. So click it and head on over there and subscribe to her. Let's see what kind of power the Dice Army has. Can we get her up to 10,000 subscribers today? Of course. Can we get her up to 25,000? Maybe. Can we get her up to 50,000 subscribers today? Let's see. Click the link in the description below and subscribe to her channel now. When I saw this video of Candace Owens, one of the first that she posted online back in 2017, I immediately knew, as many of you did if you saw it go viral at the time, that she would be a star.
So a lot of people have been wondering, what does Black Lives Matter want? I mean, to date, it seems like all they've really accomplished is burning down Black neighborhoods, pissing off police officers, and ruining future employment opportunities for Black kids that riot on their behalf and get arrested.
Yeah, well, that pretty much sums it up. I would just add that they're obviously the Marxist foot soldiers playing to the tune of those who are pulling the strings from behind the scenes to destroy the United States. And before she was welcomed into the inner sanctum of conservative Ing with PragerU, Turning Point USA, and then obviously the Daily Wire, which thankfully she did break free from. We're all aware of that. She was boosted by Alex Jones, who flew her to the InfoWars headquarters for an in-studio interview.
Thanks for coming into town.
I'm so happy to be here.
Great to have you. You're even more impressive in person. It's wonderful to have you.
Of course, Alex Jones and InfoWars always blazing trails that then the brand name mainstream conservatives later follow, often years later once it's been proven to be safe. And whoever raises awareness of my favorite subject, no matter what network they work for, is cool in my book.
So yeah, it does sound like they are a bunch of mockingbirds, which is appropriate, of course, because that was the CIA program title. It was called Operation Mockingbird. You are not a conspiracy theorist for knowing the truth, and you are...
You are never going to hear that from 99.9% of the brand name mainstream conservative hosts, while, of course, yours truly has been ranting about it for almost 20 years now. And in her Why I Left the Democrat Plantation podcast, Carmen Jaci explains how she woke up to the lies of the Democrat Party, the mainstream media, and how Candace Owens was pretty influential in that process. Obviously, there is an awakening going on in the black community, with Donald Trump getting more black voters in 2024 than the other two elections, despite the mainstream media calling him a racist and a Nazi and the reincarnation of Hitler for 8 straight years. And the hashtag Black Fatigue has been going viral on TikTok recently, from black people posting videos expressing that they too are experiencing the phenomenon. Larry Elder is like the OG black dude who has had black fatigue for many, many decades and has been doing his best on his radio show and in conservative media to try to alert people about it. And in case you're not aware, he didn't grow up in some like middle class or upper middle class neighborhood. He literally grew up in Compton. And now there are a small but growing number of women joining the fight and taking things to the next level, like Candace Owens, Amala Ekebanobi, and the rising star Cameron Jaci.
Until the black community is able to take some constructive criticism and accept hard truths, we're not going to progress as a community. And I'm really talking to black women because black women are at the forefront of the community. And hard truth coming, black women, you are raising criminals and you are raising hoes. And our community is in shambles because of what you're raising, because of the decisions that you are making, and the men that you're choosing to have these children with.
So let's help the girl out. Click the link in the description below and head on over and subscribe to her YouTube channel. If you use TikTok, follow her over there as well. It's a tragedy to have somebody with such an important voice be lost in the algorithm in cyberspace. And also, like I said, I want to see what kind of power the Dice Army has. How high can we get her subscriber count today? Some of you may recall that I was rather sad when I discovered Alex Stein's brilliance, the culture-jamming comedian who has pioneered trolling city council meetings, when I realized that at the time, he only had 30,000 subscribers. So I gave him a big shout out, sent the Dice Army to give him a big boost, and then this happened.
If it wasn't for Mark Dice, I wouldn't have this show that you're watching right now. And you're like, what? I know that's kind of a general way of saying it. Mark made a call to action video encouraging people to go subscribe to my channel. My channel went from 10,000 subs to over 100,000 subs in 1 week, changing the whole trajectory of my life, getting me basically on the Tucker Carlson show, and really, like I said, in a roundabout way, getting me the show that you're watching today. So with all that being said, I want to welcome on probably the best creator on all of YouTube. Welcome to the show, and I don't know if you heard that intro. I just talked about how I owe you all this. This blimp would not exist if it wasn't for Mark Dice.
Well, everything's going according to plan. You know, I saw some talent. I saw a cultural weapon that needed to be deployed, that needed a little boost. And so I'm glad to have played a part in that.
And if you want to support my work, head on over to markdice.com or click that link in the description below and order one of my awesome t-shirts. Also now for the summer, available in tank tops as well. And today, for Memorial Day, you can get free shipping in the U.S. Just use the promo code SUMMER at the checkout. So get yourself a Trump Fight tank, a Trumpomania tank, an Operation Mockingbird tank, or any of my awesome designs, like I said. Now available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and tank tops as well. So head on over there or click the link in the description below and check them out.